What do you got for us, Blade?
All right, my segment. Yeah. So we actually had a suggestion from the one and only, kind of a spin-off of my Anime or Fake series, where he suggested actually coming up with the whole concept of an anime. So we're gonna actually do that. He was actually talking about just doing it based on one of my fake anime names. But I think we could come up with something better than some of those and come up with a silly idea for a
We
name.
got brains.
We
We
got
got that knowledge.
So I want to come up with the name of an anime, the plot that's going to be a part of that anime, characters in there, and the world, like the laws of the world that we want. So this is kind of a collaborative, going back and forth. We'll start with the name, and then we'll make everything based on that name. So
I got a name.
Go for it.
I got reincarnated as a pink blob that eats.
I think that's already been done, except for it's not pink. Oh, we're doing Kirby. Okay.
Kirby. For folks that can't see and you're listening, I found my Kirby plush that my kids stole, and I put it in my bookshelf where they can't reach it. And so I was pointing at it. Even though they take it.
But there's always Kirby World. Like, are we gonna do like the same concept where
Rimru's right above it anyway.
I know Rimru's right above him. Which was the other thing that's just Rimuru is Kirby but blue.
Yes, that's pretty much the joke. Yeah,
it's pretty much true. Yeah, I mean, even this.
At least Rimuru keeps their abilities. Kirby, maybe I'm misspeaking, but he gets the one.
Yeah, that's the way the game. I'm not
the
sure.
Previous, I guess.
It's been a while since I've seen any of the, because there actually is a cartoon for Kirby. There's a few, like.
Yeah,
and I don't remember the lore of those because I've only seen a couple of those when they were on like the 4Kids they were on.
Probably.
Yeah. One of those early morning cartoons.
Okay, that was a troll. That was a troll name. I was making a troll joke. Okay. So let's think of a name. Do we want to think about anything else yet? Like,
we can,
or do we want
to talk about anything else?
Okay.
I could come up with like plots or world or something like that and start out from there. Or I could pull up my list of fake anime. We could pick a random one from that.
Ooh, yeah. I don't know. Yeah, I mean, you've already came up with those.
Yeah, let's
maybe we can start with it
list.
And kind of we can Frankenstein.
I got
monster
a few here that I didn't even use in those series. Habits. Oh.
Because I think once we start with once we decide what we want to, either the name or like I don't know, honestly, the plot or the world, we can kind of
once we get we need to get a starting point. So like I probably would start with anime names right here. So fake ones. I have Loving a Rock isn't so bad. Picking up fairy girls in a dumpster.
Let's do that. Let's just start with
Rock isn't so bad. Okay.
Yeah.
We'll go off that.
But there's a twist. It's a mountain, and it's because they love the land.
Okay, I'm actually okay with that.
Mm-hmm. Instead of like a little tiny rock that you could skip across water, it's actually a mountain. And that mountain is where all the wildlife and villages live in harmony, and whoever the main character is wants to protect them.
Got a little bit of a plot. We got the main character is in love with a mountain and wants to protect it. Okay. That's an interesting little plot. We could add in some. We gotta have some enemies in there. Like I'm sure humans could become a big thing. Like we could actually have this be like a monster versus humans. Or I'm always.
I think it should be yes. I think my head goes to humans, but they have like technology, and they're coming at with. I don't know. My mind went crazy, and I was thinking like something like along the lines of like a battle droid or like a cyborg. Like they're like super advanced. And then more of the plot comes later. of like where they came from, but their whole plan is to have everything be incorporated into whatever, like, I don't want to say terraform, but like incorporated into whatever structure and that they have in
Yeah,
place that's
everything
going to
needs
get
to
rid of
be a
that.
city type of idea.
Yes. Yeah.
Like that. There we
And
go.
feel free to like, add your own thoughts to it. My brain just
No, I actually really
shoots
like
off
that.
like a slingshot.
We can also add some ideas in there of like technology versus magic or something like that. I actually kind of
Yes.
like that. Like that's how they're fighting back is with magic, but it's humans can't use magic. Having one of those tropes in there.
Yep.
It's instead.
But he'll find friends that can, whoever this main
I mean,
character is.
we could actually I kind of like the idea of having a fox main character type of thing, where it's like a where it's like one of those tricksters fox, and they're constantly trying to outsmart these humans.
Maybe like an old wise fox, because the older
Yeah,
they are, usually in
nine
Japanese
tails or something,
cultures, they're super wise.
or an eight
Yeah.
tails trying to get their nine tails or something like that. Something interesting like that. You can go into the old Kitsune lore. Kitsune lore. Uh, yeah, we'll go with a bit less than because foxes don't immediately get nine tails. Like they have to grow it. So we can do with we can actually have it start as a one like start really early on and have it progress to having it be that nine tail state. Just have it be like a one tail fox trying to protect this
Mm-hmm.
land. That would be interesting. We could also add in the other major magical creatures like Tanukis and other things, other races like.
Yeah.
Yeah, oh, that'd be interesting. So the main character we could put as a fox.
Mm-hmm.
Name bad guy. Oh, we could do like a Robotnik thing here.
Ooh. What should we do? I'm kind of thinking, like, let's see. You said Robotnik, and my brain went to Lex, like that was way different.
They're both evil
Not exactly.
geniuses, and actually there is a
And they're
crossover.
bald.
Yeah, there is a crossover between Sonic and DC where Lex does team up with Robotnik
Robotnik. Hmm.
or Eggman,
Maybe,
whatever the heck
maybe,
they
maybe
are.
there's a front man that is like believed to be the big person that's in charge of it,
So I have
but
a
then behind the scenes there's
figurehead
someone else. Yeah. Yes.
that we kind of lead them towards setting up that guy as a big bad. I'm going to be spoilers for anybody if we actually do write this.
And then he's bald, just like Lex and Robotnik, and then he could have some crazy, appearance of like he's supposed to be intelligent, but he's wildly vocal and obnoxious, and doesn't really come off as he has a big plan and is strategic. He's just, we're gonna go get the village. We need to go do it now, and he's just screaming at everyone to go get
Yeah.
everything to happen.
So they don't have much charisma, but they actually are. They're smart in certain ways, but really dumb in others.
Correct. And they just have the leadership or the power in their role that they're in is really what gets them to anyone to listen. It's like, oh, well, I mean, he's in charge. Like, but then only so many actually know whoever's really in charge. And they're going to be like, I don't know, more sleek, slender, kind of like a serpent, very good at manipulating and playing the big game on the board,
I like that, like having him be
like
mechanical, human that had changed part of his body to like mechanical serpent or something like that. I don't.
Oh yeah, I was thinking appearance, kind of like how. I mean, we can
like a
do whatever we
Voldemort
want,
thing
but
where he has a serpentine appearance. Or
more like his personality, where
okay.
he's really good at manipulating and he's got power and he's like that evil, kind of like Adam and Eve, right? The snake,
Mm-hmm.
is going to manipulate you to do something that maybe probably wouldn't do.
You get to
Evil,
that point in
right?
Record of Ragnarok. Is that the reason why you're
Yeah.
thinking that?
Yep. Finish that fight. It was good.
That
Yeah.
fight was awesome.
Yep.
I still think Adam should
Yep.
have won that.
Yeah. That was the heartbreaker.
Um,
Because then you have like a fox versus a serpent kind of thing going on, whether they physically are one or have any appearance of, a serpent, but when whoever looks at them, they're gonna be like, oh, he's definitely evil in that way of like what you would think in that type of situation.
Then we got army of robots. You could probably have a commander there.
Yep. He's the first big problem that our fox has to face.
Yep. Fox actually doesn't know what the heck's going on. He just gets evaded or something like that and has to defend his place. Ends up being him trying to figure out all the secrets, everything, trying to figure out who the actual big bad is, and he thinks that it's this guy for the longest time until he figures out there's a bit more. I like that. I like that a lot.
There's a whole chain of command, yeah. How high does it go?
Yeah. So he has to both defend and figure out a way to figure out who he needs to get rid of to stop the invasion.
Yep. And I think the fox, maybe they should be maybe one of the hidden things of the importance of the mountain is that it created the fox to be the guardian. And the fox comes in, has no insight of why they're there other than they have a natural belief to protect everyone around there.
All right. I think that's a decent start to anime.
And then the viewers get to follow along with the
Give us
fox
more
and
ideas.
learn the world. Yeah, maybe I don't know, maybe we make this a thing. Who knows? This is fun.
Yeah, we could definitely come up with some more concepts. That was actually a really fun little side thing. And like I said, this was actually brought to us by the one and only. So if you guys have an idea, please let us know so we can definitely start coming up with more concepts, more sessions, more entertainment for you guys. That's our goal here, is to make you guys entertained.
Yeah, and if anyone likes, as these, this particular segment, like if anyone's like, oh yeah, please go make that a thing, Blade and I will go and start writing. We'll go brainstorm offline and we'll go see what we can go do with these different things. This is super fun, right up my alley.
Writer and everything, but I'd be willing for you guys to make a either a short story or a light novel or something like that for this book, for this idea.
Yeah,
and it's gonna take a lot of time. It's gonna take quite a bit for me to actually do anything with it, but I will try and I'll see what I can do.
Maybe it's a PowerPoint. We make shapes and we have a smiley face. And...
Try to sell it to someone.
No, we wouldn't sell it to someone. We would make our own. What? Blade, we're gonna take this offline. We're gonna figure this out.
We'll figure this out offline, yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, that was fun. Yeah. That'll be a segment we probably bring back. I think that was really fun.
Yeah, that sounds like a good segment to bring back.